Genetic piracy. It is the third wider issue related to genes. Now, if we look at the term piracy, then it coins something, a very romantic image, that is robbery at sea by the sailors. And if we imagine the sailors, it is just like wearing long boots and striped jerseys. But this is not at all a romantic activity. Robbery at sea is still a robbery. In some parts of the world, piracy is still a hazard. अब यहाँ पे ये सोचने की बात है कि जीन्स और पायरेसी का क्या ताल्लुक. कैन जीन्स बी द सब्जेक्ट ऑफ रॉबरी एट सी? Now, in 16th and 17th century, the term piracy is used in a meaning that the object is used without permission. So, if we use something without permission, it is related to piracy. And if we are using genes or any other part of the human body without permission, again it is genetic piracy. Just like running radio station without authorized permission, then a copyright, just like pirating music CDs. So, is it genetic piracy applicable in the field of medicine or not? जैसे कि फिजिशियन ने पेशेंट की स्किन पे देखा तो एक लीजन बना हुआ था, उसने उस लीजन को ना सिर्फ रिमूव किया बल्कि उसके सेल्स भी इस्तेमाल किए ताकि वो अपने नॉलेज को इम्प्रूव कर सके और अपनी रिसर्च से फ़ायदा उठा सके. लेकिन क्या ये जेनेटिक पायरेसी नहीं कि फिजिशियन ने पेशेंट सेल्स without permission यूज़ किए हैं? इसी तरह splenectomy, that is the removal of spleen, sometimes it becomes very necessary to remove the spleen by surgery. That is good for the health of the patient. लेकिन अगर यही spleen बाद में physicians पैथोलॉजिकल सेक्शंस के लिए यूज़ करें या सिंपली लैब्स में स्टूडेंट्स के लिए रख दें, तो क्या ये जेनेटिक पायरेसी नहीं? सो फिजिशियंस हैव नो ओनरशिप राइट्स. So sometimes we feel uncomfortable that injustice has been done. For example, if we remove organs in UK from the patient, then we have to take permission from the parents or from the guardian pre-death in order to utilize those organs. But in USA there is a law that once the organ has been removed after surgery, it is not at all a property of the patient. So in USA, permission is only required when the donor is donating kidney to the recipient. So kidney is considered to be a gift for the recipient. Similarly, permission is also required when we are doing post-mortem research. Now, genetic piracy is not only associated with the field of medicine, but it is also associated with the field of agriculture. Now, there are medicinal plants available that helps to relieve the pain. Now, is this intellectual property? Do wild plants belong to anyone? So the answer is no. In some countries, laws are there that prevent the removal of plants from the private lands. So otherwise, plants are there to do research and helps in relieving the pain from the patient. So research is going on and nothing is illegal if we are initiating research and development programs. So genes need to be patented, that is the registration of intellectual properties. Then companies invest in the field of gene modification not only to get the benefit but also for the commercial importance for the public. So there are no obligations to the country where plants are removed for beneficial purposes. In Central America, where rainforest is very famous, एग्रीमेंट किया गया सेंट्रल अमेरिका और ट्रांसनेशनल बायोटेक्नोलॉजी कंपनी के दरमियान. इससे कंपनी को अलाउ तो किया गया कि वो रेन फॉरेस्ट से फ़ायदा उठा सकें, बट at the same time certain agreements were there that they will not exploit the gene pool of the rainforest. Secondly, the company will retain the assets of the gene forest. And thirdly, they will utilize the commercial potential of rainforest plants but without the destruction of those plants.